Bienvenue. Les aventures de Frank et Ben, troisième série. Frank and Ben go back to Perkins on a Greyhound bus. Sixième histoire. Frank and Ben go back to Perkins, part 6. It has been said that you can grow old crossing Canada on a Greyhound bus. It takes over a day just to get across the province of Ontario, and it takes over a week to cross Canada from coast to coast. Carlotta Hardbottom got on the bus in Vancouver, and so she has already been on it for 3 days. She is going all the way to Fredericton, and so she must spend at least another 3 days on it. She is not particularly bothered by this, because she spends most of her time eating, sleeping, and reading. Although the books she reads are difficult, she finds them engrossing because they are about feminist issues. They certainly help to make the time pass by quickly for her. Frank and Ben, on the other hand, have only been on the bus for 7.5 hours. Already they wish the trip was over and they were back in Perkins. By now they have finished reading the hunting and fishing magazine that Carlotta criticized for its lack of intellectual content. They have also listened to dozens of songs on their iPods. They have watched a movie that the bus driver put on about 2 hours after they had left Cucamonga. Everyone who has earphones was able to listen to this movie as well as watch it. It was shown on 6 TV sets mounted above the seats and close to the luggage compartments that are just below the roof of the bus. Everyone who wanted to watch the movie just had to look up at the TV sets spaced out on both sides of the bus from the front to the back of it. The movie that Frank and Ben and the rest of the passengers saw was about a dinosaur that comes to life when a nuclear bomb goes off. After attacking New York City and killing a lot of people, the dinosaur is killed by another nuclear bomb. However, the movie ends on an eerie note because while everyone in the world is celebrating the death of the dinosaur, which was a she-dinosaur, a bunch of baby dinosaurs are struggling to stay alive in the desert. Frank and Ben really enjoyed the movie. Even the 2 young women who sit across the aisle from them enjoyed it. Carlotta Hardbottom, on the other hand, found it to be sexist. No sooner did the movie end than she ended up arguing with all 4 of them. Specifically, she argued that the dinosaur movie was sexist because it was a rehashing of the age-old idea that the female of the species is responsible for bringing evil into the world. In a very short time, she managed to convert the young women to her point of view. Frank and Ben then found themselves in a difficult position. They found themselves in the rather unenviable position of arguing with 3 women. Of course, it didn't take too long before they ran out of arguments. Pretty soon they looked pretty sheepish and stupid. They looked beaten down. They were at a loss for words. They were definitely outnumbered and certainly out-argued. They definitely got the worst of this verbal encounter. It was at this point, however, that another passenger got involved in the discussion. Turning around towards them and ignoring the other passengers, This balding, bespectacled young man not only defended the movie from the charge of sexism, but also accused Carlotta of taking her feminism too far. He said that she took it even to the point of absurdity. He made a few other comments along these lines that terribly upset and angered the young woman.